This entire town does have this almost slightly like musical kind of backing to it, though. There's lots of wind chimes located throughout the town. You notice most people's houses have like a wind chime or two out in the front that will kind of gently kind of blow as the wind comes through. A constant melodious melody, and a beautiful one. The water constantly flowing past, crystal clear, as it runs down the mountainside. Bridges that seem to almost at times blend between being natural and artificial, crossing little waterways. It's very pretty.
Cadmy's a little bit wonderstruck, and she's trying to just take in everything. I'm assuming this place is crazy spiritually active.
I mean, in the time that you've already started crossing town, there are now two spirits sitting on your shoulders.
Cadmy is smiling ear to ear. This place is special.
They're largely elemental spirits, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cadmy, you're gonna like it here. You're going to get to know the wind spirits a lot more.
I did not have much experience with them. Mostly Earth where I'm from. But these are very quaint.
Mm-hmm.
Cadmy sort of takes one off her shoulder, gives it a bit of a swirl, and then puts it back on the shoulder, just sort of playing with it. No one can see what she's doing. When she gives it a swirl, a little bit of like sparkles happen, like showing that it is there, but that's about it.
Oh, people just see a leaf kind of flying around in circles where you start twirling. Yeah, it's a really nice, just little location. But of course, you get brought to the most important place: a bar.
I love this place.
Now to drink the entire holiday away.
I mean, feel free. It's a holiday, so do what you want.
I was slightly joking. I would rather like to remember the one holiday I have where I'm not in drastic danger.
That's fine too.
This place must suck. Just, get a haircut.
Oh, no, it's fine. Your hair gets used to the humidity eventually.
Down below, I've revealed the little inn you've got.
The Bed and Spirits. That is a big barrel.
Big barrel.
Mm-hmm.
One may call it a ton.
Also, I'm pretty sure this is the exact same tavern from whenever we did the troll hunt.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
I don't think I've used this one yet.
I don't recognize it.
These Celtic designs specifically I chose for this area.
Yeah, it might have been a different one because I remember a staircase in the back. So yeah, you're right.
These kind of Celtic designs I use are very much so iconic of this kind of area. Though there's a lot of that in the kind of the ancient language.
Yeah.
To be fair, if you've seen one tavern, you've seen most taverns. They tend to be fairly similar.
It is true, yeah.
You end up arriving though. You do recognize the barkeep right now.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's been 20 years, you do recognize the barkeep. Though she's gone from being barmaid to
Hey, got the promotion. It's been a while. This is going to happen a lot while we're here.
Yes,
so you
it will.
I'm waiting for people to not recognize Edwin, and this lady just runs up to you and goes, "You got a promotion!"
She kind of tilts her head. She does not seem to recognize Adeline, actually.
Oh, right. 20 years. Okay.
But as it stands, though, let me reveal to you.
Ola Ferraz.
Yes. She is the keeper of this fine establishment right now. A rather large woman, by all specifications. Seemingly wearing, holly mistletoe on her as you kind of enter in. She gives out a, large kind of cheer, regardless. A big group of you. Welcome. All inside. Put your feet up.
Thank you.
Right before the rain's going to restart. It'll be good for you. As she's saying that, you can already see the first kind of drops of rain starting to drip outside.
Oh, okay. That's why this song lasted a bit longer than normal. Alright, the rainy season.
Yes, we're having a few rainy days at the moment, but it will clear up.
Yeah, the monsoon should pass soon. Oh,
welcome to our fair shores.
Happy to be back.
Irregular?
A native, technically.
Oh.
Born and raised here.
This bar, right where you're serving that beer.
As I know you, Lola, back when back when you were just a barmaid.
That was decades ago.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, I'll take care of them from here.
See you, Lanny. Have a good day.
Adeline, that sounded absolutely foreboding.
She just nods to you, just simply going once again, Miss Willowpeak, nodding his head as he leaves.
Oh, stick in the mud, but he's fun if you can actually get him to have fun.
Oh, don't mind Manny.
I know.
He's always been that way.
Oh yeah, I know.
Tradition. How he is. Regardless, though, take a seat. What can I do you all for? Mead, rice wine, what are we looking at?
Just a small bottle of rice wine for me.
Coming right up.
A
Take a
large
meat.
of whatever the specialty is. I have no idea what's good from this place.
The special coming right up.
Shiva and Hestia would both want something with spice in it.
You'll be having the special then.
Oh, okay.
Yay for blind ordering.
Yes, give a special as well. Can't hurt.
Spiced berry wine. Spiced wild berry wine, to be precise.
That sounds really good, actually.
Ooh, I want to change my order to some of that. Forgot about that.
Made from the fresh jungle berries of the area.
Oh, I ate so many of those whenever I was younger. I ate so many of those last time I was here.
And the flavor seems to change every few weeks because, of course, different berries get found and brewed.
Uh-huh.
Which will go around and serve to everyone. For anyone who doesn't want alcoholic options, of course, there are water and there is goat's milk. Yeah, there are options. But presuming it sounds like a lot of people want the spiced berry wine.
Yeah. Cadme doesn't really know what to order. So Cadme just surprised me.
Surprise you.
Nothing at all.
Kellis would probably tack onto that. Probably not alcoholic for her. Or if it is like a sweet alcoholic.
Cadme will be given a sweet citrus juice normally served to kids.
Yay. It's perfect.
She gets a Capri Sun.
It was just
Medieval Capri Sun. Ye olde Capri Sun.
It's just I know these places tend to default towards alcohol, and I know Cadme's not a fan of that. So.
Yeah, we don't get many visitors to our fair isles, so what can we do you for? Anything we can help?
We actually came here for a little bit of fun seeking, but we are also looking for some.
Mostly vacation stuff.
Yeah, there's a rather important person I need to find.
Cadme, you don't need to be so vague. We have a friend who lives out in the jungle.
Yeah, there's a little bit. I don't remember what her name is, but she's like a hermit who lives out in the woods and talks to spirits. She's a lot like me.
Must be the elder you're talking about.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't remember exactly where her place is. I've never visited it before, but if you need a visitor, I'm sure some of the older members of town will be able to help you find her place.
Okay.
I know a few people we can ask.
For somewhere fun, well, even right now while it's pouring down, the hot springs aren't too bad actually. If that's a place that would suit you. Alternatively, we've got some music performances going on tonight. Well, take a look around, see what you can find in town if you want. And if you need anything, I'll be here. I presume you're all going to want rooms as well prepared.
Please.
Hey.
Best rooms.
Any preferences how you buy?
Well, I'm fine, however, though I think the others do.
How large are the rooms?
I've got a few different sizes. Just looking for what you want. Anyone need double beds?
Amaya raises her hand.
If Shiva can arrange it, she'd like to stay with Hestia, Aaron, and Kaladel.
They can give you one of the suites with 4 beds, and Amaya can have a double room. But otherwise, though, she'll try to roughly kind of pair you up in ways that that the group agrees with.
Pair you up in ways that works with her shipping.
Yes.
God.
You can figure out between you if you've got particular rooming you're going to do, but she sets it all up. Maybe the witches get a free bedroom.
Ah, yes, the coven room.
Do all the black magic in one place.
Yep. We promise we won't burn
every
the
time
floor.
you open every time you open the door, this just thick black haze pours out.
I found the evil weed.
Of course, Kelros and Cadme clearly get a room again.
Whether I want to or not.
And here comes the two fuzzballs.
God damn it.
Actually, based on pairings, then probably means Adeline gets a room by herself.
That's fine. That's actually probably better.
Yeah. you actually get-
Yeah.
It looks like you probably get a room by yourself, because then it would be, meanwhile, Reese, Lucas, and everyone else you've kind of already done.
Good, good.
Which, just for consistency, I'm going to drag down everyone else's tokens from the void.
Hooray.
I only have Erin's black and white picture, unfortunately, on hand.
No.
That was coloured one, but I told you Roll20 was disagreeing with me.
It's fair.
It happens.
Yeah, regardless, though, the group have arrived at the bed and spirits. Please note there is also a bowl next to the counter to give arms to the spirits.
Sure, I'll
Spirits
drop
can
a
have my
couple.
arms. I'm using them.
Alternatively, of course, you can just enjoy the more liquid spirits. Your pick.
Kelros will do both.
Yep.
Spirits for the spirits.
Oh my.
A couple of silver for the spirits and a couple of spirits for the wolf.
You know, as it turns out, yeah. It's not bad, though. The other thing
So-
that you
Whoops.
probably notices, by the way, is upstairs in the kind of near the bedroom area. There's kind of this large kind of engraving on the wall that reminds you of like a spirit catcher
Ooh.
design, kind of built into the property.
Cammy's gonna go look at it for a bit.
It's kind of like large spiraling shape drawn into the walls.
Can I sort of take a guess about like what kind it's kind of keyed to?
I think it's to ward away bad dreams. I'm just saying because I know you're going to roll high enough on your roll for this. So,
Fair.
something to roll. Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's like ward away bad dreams.
Okay.
Give away nightmares. Cheers. Oh, that's nice. But yeah. What you wanted to talk us to?
So we've spent 2 weeks in the bath, and as much as I love the smell of salt and brine, who wants to go to the bathhouses?
Yeah, sure.
Are they public bathhouses?
Why not?
I mean, there's both public sections and more private sections you can pay for.
Okay then.
I mean, you mentioned hot springs, and typically you're supposed to wash up before you go in them.
Mm-hmm.
As is our bathhouse episode.
I mean, every campaign has one.
I like to think we bathe enough at having a bathhouse episode isn't too rare. We're not a smelly party.
The thing is, normally we just skip over it. So
Yeah.
in this case, it's fine. As the group is able to certainly go to just relax. All the baths around here are nice and warm, actually. Them using kind of the same heat from the hot springs to keep everything warm. Quite nice.
So, Adeline, is there like a volcano on this island or something?
Out of character, I don't think there is. I'm pretty sure it's just a mountain.
Well, it would have to be at least somewhat volcanically active for there to be a hot spring.
Yeah, I guess. I think we've got like very dormant volcanoes, but the mountain itself isn't volcanically
You
active.
don't know any. You've never heard of an eruption happening.
Yeah, it's no, not really. It's just a mountain.
Volcanoes, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think there's a volcano here. It's just a mountain.
That took a lot of
But it is. It's nice to enjoy these. It's been a long time. I've been saying a lot.
Been a long time since you've had a bath.
No, it's been a long time since I've been here.
Yeah, I know.
Meanwhile, you can feel your magic in the magic in this area is quite powerful, especially for elemental type magic.
And we have people singing and being like, hula la 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 la, making whatever stuff happen. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but you even feel you could just reach out though and just kind of harness some of the weatherman, not the weatherman, but the elemental power in the area, if you wanted to.
Slurp.
Om nom nom.
Potentially boosting your elemental magic if you so cast it.
That'd be great if I had any elemental spells.
I mean, you do have elemental spells.
I've got like burning hands, witches aren't really heavy on the whole entire.
Lightning bolt.
Okay, I have lightning bolt.
If Amaya weren't distracted, she'd probably focus more on studying this phenomena.
Right now, you are very distracted as someone else is borrowing your time at the moment.
Yeah.
Adeline, since this is technically also your trip back home, is there anything you particularly covers to Carl's? Is there anything you particularly want to check out first? I don't suppose. I don't know.
Oh god, there is two Koro.
Is there a second car? Oh, there is.
Yep.
The snark is real.
Everyone feels nice. I don't know if you have any like particular childhood place you want to go visit.
No, nowhere in my childhood, but there's just a lot to do and see around the island. So for today, I think it's good for us to get rest because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff later.
And it is already kind of halfway through the day by the time you arrive, minimum. So.
Today's a good time to take advantage of just like the hot springs and also the more casual things like the massage palaces and all that. The massage houses are very nice, especially here in Encel.
You can definitely get massages here if that's what you want to get.
You said Mirage, not Mirage, Massage Palace. I was like, what the fuck's
I did
Massage
actually.
Palace? Okay.
Because
I mean, that might be a bit. That might be a bit exaggerated. But...
It is, but that was the name of a place that she's been to, and she's got it confused in her head. Massage dungeon is very different. But yeah, there's massage places. We've got nice alcohol that we can get at various taverns. Just going around. As Lola said, there's going to be entertainment, and as well as the general ambiance of the wind chimes and the distancing you'll hear sometimes whenever the royal family goes out. So that's something I guess you get used to. But for everyone else, for all the rest of you, it's going to be a novelty.
It's I'm sorry. One moment.
Mm-hmm.
Academy's gonna go up to the bar keeper again.
I'm gonna go back to the barkeep.
Yep. Hi. Do you know about someone who could potentially lead me there?
Lead you to the elder.
Yeah.
I mean, there are numerous people in the island who might know.
Do you know of one?
I mean, Landless might still know where she lives. Alternatively, a high priestess likely knows as well.
Okay.
If you want to speak with either of them.
Yeah. I would like to go. Yeah. Where's the high priestess? I don't know where that is either.
She kind of comes around from the bar and kind of directs you to follow her.
Follows.
She goes off and points to up on the cliffside from where you are, a large temple-like building. That is her place of worship, the Temple of the Western Wind.
Gabby nods. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. Thank you again. Yeah, and then the Gabby's gonna scamper off.
You want to buy wind chimes?
I mean, whatever sort of. Obviously, I doubt this place gets enough visitors to have a big enough tourist section. But like, do they sell any other kind of specialties beyond that, and probably like the berry wines?
I mean, they've got like good luck. They've got like wood. They've got these kind of like wooden carved good luck charms, and stuff like that, which are quite interesting. Various wood carvings, those kinds.
Stuff has just got bros. Considering people are like, oh, we should just rest for now. Might as well buy the stuff now. But it's not exactly an activity you really to do when it's nice out.
That's fair. Yeah. Other than that, you can find a lot of fine clothing. A lot of it made of actually like really, really, really light, kind of almost like silken materials in places. It's individual pieces that like that, which is quite interesting.
A giant silkworm that lives in the jungle.
While linen, of course, is still very common, there is quite a few like silk pieces around that are quite nice as well, including various colors of silk as well. You can also find a wooden toy tiger.
No.
This is for Kipris.
Yes. No. I mean, not Cowis, but I was thinking, what kind of tiger was Delran? He was tiger, wasn't he?
Yes.
I may need to buy that as a gift for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are souvenir-like things around.
Also, since it'll probably save us to full buy people a few fans. I'm assuming there's only like paper or liqueured fans.
They do have such fans existing. They also have extra sturdy umbrellas.
Really paints a picture, doesn't it?
And the umbrellas are beautifully decorated, often with floral patterns. But yeah. It's not too bad out right now though, because it's a light shower at the moment, but it's not like heavy rain. It's just kind of like a light summer shower.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll have this for a few days, and then it'll stop, and the heat will like go up a lot.
Yeah. Who wants to grab the spotlight now? No one in particular.
Caddy is going to spend some time, you know, walking around a bit, enjoying this, but it's obvious she's a bit antsy about something. And eventually she'll go over and grab Kelleris.
Okay. Are you alright?
Yeah, hi. I kind of feel a little bad.
About?
This is fantastic. It's great, but we're enjoying it without one of our friends.
Desperately trying to think who that is.
I would like to go talk to the priestess to see if we can find where this elder is.
Okay.
It's the orb.
Oh, well, yes. Okay, yeah, that's not an issue. You like me to come with?
Yeah.
I was planning on going to see her anyway at some point.
Well, we were, but I don't know where she is. But the people who would know would be the priestess that's of the West Wind.
Well, I meant I was going to go see the priestess at some point.
Oh, well, you said the elder, so it's okay. Do you want me to grab the others, or do you just want to go now?
I'm fine just going now. I mean, I'm sure the others have their own things to do, and it's not like we need to bring the entire force down on them.
That's fair. I'll still do this. Academy closes her eyes, and suddenly you see a little spark of sort of bluish and green light as Cadme's going to cast message on the entire party. Hi, going to West Wind Priestess. Does anyone want to come with? You're welcome to stay and relax.
Go on, have fun. I'm gonna stay and relax and go to some places.
Religion gives me hives. I'm gonna go see if I can read up about something.
Religion gives me hives.
It probably does, to be honest.
Not that cartoonishly evil.
You kind of are.
Shiva?
You know how infamous. So people might think you're cartoonishly evil.
What about you, Shiva?
Hmm?
Would you like to go see the Priestess of the West Wind?
That sounds rather nice. Sure.
Okay, we're going to be going now with Calvarez. You can meet us downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, and once Shiva sort of arrives, Academy's going to sort of gesture to where it is, and then embark on the grand journey of trying to work her way through a town to a temple that she saw.
It takes them some getting used to. The town here is particularly kind of twisty, following the landscape. But it's not that bad.
It's
Like, you can always
fine.
see where you're going. Always see the landmark ahead, so you can find your way in time.
Yeah, I can help you find the way.
It also seems that over time, Academy has also taken this sort of role of burlap, and she's now stored each shard of glass of the orb
Oh,
and sewn it to the roll of burlap in individual pieces.
yeah.
So it's all individually contained.
For a moment, I thought you meant Cammy was becoming, like, pretending to be burlap, like just
No.
going limp like a burlap sack.
No. She has this large sort of scroll of burlap across their hip, just to hold where the shards of glass of the roll are, and not just a loose bag.
Right,
So each piece is secured to the roll and then
that
rolled up.
makes more sense.
As you head up, you eventually arrive at the entrance to the Great Temple. It's a beautiful structure sitting on the cliffside moor, overlooking most of the town. Its prominence, perhaps greater almost than that of the actual place the nobility live. Temple rides tall. Several almost towers, like pagoda-like towers, almost stand, and you can see wind chimes kind of all through the entire building and across all the outside balconies that all seem to blow a beautiful, beautiful tune. Kind symbol engraved across the entire stonework outside the ground.
Well, this is it. I'm just gonna go in. This seems like a very open place.
Of Academy, the spiritual strength you feel here is immense.
Oh, okay.
Kel was
It
just
is a
sort
great spirit, after all.
Kel just sort of seems in awe of it for a moment, but she follows Cadme.
Cadby gets the shivers for a second, and then goes inside.
Cadme, with your spiritual sense, you perhaps blink for a moment, where you can see up in the wooden rafters above, because this is in a great hall you enter that it's tall and carved in depictions of the wall. But the wooden rafters above, you can see. I mean, you don't know how many it is. Many. But I'm going to tell you as a GM, at least 100 different spirits all flying around up in the rafters.
Hmm.
Well, she is the queen of spirits.
Mm-hmm. This entire temple is saturated with spiritual magic. And it's felt. Depictions lie across each of the walls of great struggles that have been won in the name of freedom and of peace. And altars to various minor spirits also stand throughout her temple. It is a beautiful location.
Cadby's gonna just keep walking towards like the sort of central area where she would find people, but she sort of turns in a circle as she walks, just looking at things and stuff. It doesn't seem like the spirits are paying her too much mind, though.
Not paying you much mind. They're just hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
Hey, Dark.
Yes.
Would I be able to roll religion just to generally learn more about this place? Because it's really interesting.
You can.
It's like buff myself.
So Shiva would know this is one of the 4 main temples to Kine. There is one dedicated to each of the directional winds. There is also a 5th temple to Kine, though that one has always been disputed. But regardless, though, this is the Western Wind Temple. And it is a fairly unique location, given Kine's lack of centralized priesthood for the most part. It has always been revered as a spiritual nexus, a place where kind of spirit worshippers and worshippers of the more godly kinds often kind of come together. It's an old temple as well, renovated time and again, but this wooden structure has stood for, you're not sure how long, but I mean, longer than Elven lifetime. Rebuilt again and again. There are numerous stone monuments throughout in here, kind of representing different ages and different struggles, and the different faces of Kine throughout the centuries. Her as a protector, her as a warrior, her as a lover and a peacekeeper. Kine has almost as many faces in the spirit world as the spirits of which she is queen of. They are peaceful locations, well known for how this temple in particular is well known for having quite the powerful healing arts in it, housing quite a large area of sacred water that apparently forever refills. Do you have any other particular questions?
I think that summarizes a good amount of what she'd actually care about learning here, so no, not really.
At the far end of the temple, you run across, well, what's firstly a couple of acolytes, but behind them, currently speaking with someone else. A catfolk of some kind. Seems to be the high priest. I can also show you the catfolk.
Woohoo! Wen.
I like
No,
his name.
And go in peace, my child. Thank you for your service. The cat gives a almost Cheshire cat grin and bounces down the stairs, giving an eye to Karis, but saying.
Kells will meet that look and sort of lower her head a little bit, nod to him. Just the sort of recognition that she's noticed him.
Welcome, visitors. Welcome to Kine's Hall and the Western Wind Temple.
Thank you.
I am the speaker. I am the high speaker here. How may I help you all?
Hi. Yeah, hi. Cadby stops looking at up.
You feel them, don't you?
Yeah.
The endless spirits that make this place home, Kine's children.
Feel and see and feel the emotions of, and yeah. Sorry. I'm on a bit of a pilgrimage at the moment. I was coming to you for a bit of.
Yes, we both are in a way, I guess. It's my first time to any place like this. To be honest, I only knew it existed a few weeks back, but it is most most impressive.
Kind does not like to be bound to locations.
No.
She prefers the freedom of the skies and the ever-changing rolling hills of the land. But there are times like this where we show our true dedication to her, a true veneration, and a place to house her children. She kind of looks at your mask and gives a smile.
Both of them, because Karis painted them both in Kind's image.
Liberator?
In a manner of
That is the
speaking,
face.
yes.
It's the face you fight for. Well, may Kind's blessing be with you, with your journey. The tough road you have selected.
It is a fulfilling one. She helped me a great deal in a time of hardship, and I just want to repay that.
May the winds grant you strength.
And you.
He kind of looks over at Shiva.
Hmm.
Kin,
Cute.
how are you feeling? You okay?
I mean, I actually do not travel very often on boats, so the entire journey here was a bit much. But as a whole, I feel quite fine, and this place is beautiful, frankly.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad you enjoy my temple. But I do hope that you're able to recover from the journey. I understand that being on the land, you may not be so used. Well, you have no need to travel like this.
Shiva just kind of offers her a nod and looks towards Hestia, who naturally came with her. At least, part of me is used to traveling through water, so that helps in some regard.
She tilts her head for a moment. Well, you're all free to explore the temple and see what wisdom you can find. But you,
What?
one with how? What is it that we can help you with? You said you were on a pilgrimage.
Yes. I recently had a little bit of an accident. I had a Cadme kneels down, takes the roll of burlap, and unfurls it.
Oh my, it's a reliquary.
Um, the elder that lives as a hermit out in the woods made it, and you don't know where she is. It was a gift to me.
Yes, we are hoping that she may be able to aid in repairing it.
So otherwise certainly could reconstruct it. It's within her power. It's a very fine reliquary. It's not her normal kind.
It was a unique gift, and it's seen many travels. It's grown in its own way, so it may look very different than what it used to.
But if that is the knowledge you wish, the wisdom you seek, I am more than happy to help you on your journey.
Oh, well, good. Okay. That's encouraging. Okay. Wow. Where is she? Or is it? Can I just? Is she like right here, or do I have to go wander off into the woods? I don't know.
There's a pause for a moment. Come with me.
Cadme quickly rolls up the burlap and
Remember,
puts it.
north, west, south, west.
Oh no.
And stows it away and quickly hops following.
I shall lead you into a kind of this beautiful chamber with a large kind of open pool of water. You can feel the spiritual resonance from it kind of echo powerfully. Before I simply reveal the wise lady's location, I would like to see something. I'd like to see what your bond with the spirit was.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Will you sit in meditation with me here? I will call upon your spirit and see what's happened.
Cadme will
You'll
sit across from him.
You'll need to be here to bring it back after all.
I can tell you what is here. It's just a bit discombobulated.
Yeah, she will sit down beside the pool and gesture for you.
Yep. Academy will sit down. We're both a bit frazzled at the moment. The reliquary got broken, breaking a very ancient and powerful curse. So we're both a bit frazzled.
Pool begins to resonate though as she begins, you can feel her power flowing from her. And she kind of offers a hand up to you.
Academy takes it.
As you can see her magic familiar. It's oddly familiar to you. It's not quite the same power you have, but it's very familiar still.
Is it similar to the Shaman of the North we found?
No, not quite. But I mean, you can definitely tell it's out of a spirit much more powerful than either of those. But there is something comforting about it. As you can feel her call towards your spirit, as you start seeing a butterfly flapping inside the pool, almost as if the pool was like a mirror or a portal to another world. It begins to flap happily, turning into hundreds of butterflies flying around in the.
Kelvis just smiles softly as she watches this.
As you can start feeling like the empathic presence of the spirit as well start wrapping through you. This pool is sacred, as Shiva had figured out earlier. The power in it able to heal both spirits and people alike. Undo harms to both soul, mind, and body. Something that your spirit seems to definitely appreciate.
Yeah. Something I damn well appreciate.
Yes. We'll step away for a moment though as you go into meditation with her.
Okay.
Karis, as you are in the temple here, is there anything in particular you would like to do? You've been given open reign to explore if you want.
Well, Kelvis was pretty much just watching what Cadme was doing, but aside from that, she's primarily wanted to come here to explore the temple, learn about Kain and her teachings more, speak to some of the priestesses about everything, and just she's fully planning on spending essentially like an entire day or two here in prayer, meditation, thanking Kain, and just temple stuff.
You certainly could, and if you plan on reading like all of the inscriptions and looking at all of the statues, you could probably spend a few days in here.
Right, she was definitely going to make at least a start on that. Perhaps seeing if she recognised any of the statues, or paintings, or pictures of.
Some of the statues you recognise, especially the ones that depict certain ones of Kain's forms that you'd recognise. Some of the murals, though, really catch your eye more.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them depicting great liberations of the enslaved. Kain's soldiers had liberators.
I guess
her faithful freeing the world.
I guess it's kind of fitting that the head priestess called her a liberator. He did do a little bit of that.
She's even able to sense it off of you. But there are numerous kind of statues around. Many of the smaller inscriptions you see on her little shrines, you can find many of them in here. This actually might be the source of where many of those inscriptions come from.
Is there any statues or inscriptions or anything like that as Kelvis is wandering around she feels particularly drawn to? And it may just be completely in her head, but it's, sometimes you're just wandering and it's like, that, yes, I shall go look at that one. That one's particularly interesting. That one's calling to me, kind of thing.
There is one long inscription, which does catch Karis's eye very likely.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the Spirit Queen's Call, a story talking about the Spirit Queen calling forth the force of heaven itself to her side. That of all the celestial realms to her side.
It's a nice idea, and Kelvis would certainly like to be able to do that in Kain's name. Doesn't think it'll ever happen, but it's a nice inscription.
It's a long story, more precisely that one. It is quite a nice story.
Yeah, she'll probably spend a while just stood, sat, whatever, there, just reading the story.
Okay. That is certainly something you can do. In kind's grace.
Mm-hmm.
And Maya, I assume you are just relaxing, enjoying yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, Fiona and I are probably sightseeing,
Probably enjoying themselves.
if not enjoying each other.
It's a beautiful location.
Mm-hmm.
Everything from nature seems so vibrant here. Is there anything in particular that catches your eye, or is it just whatever Fiona wants to do?
For the most part, kind of going along with whatever Fiona wants to do, since she's a little bit more prone to spontaneously wanting to go look at something than Amaya is. However, Amaya is keeping an eye out looking for something that would look like a dojo or martial arts school.
You definitely catch sight of something like that as you walk.
Then Amaya will, ask if they can check it out because Amaya is looking for something here.
She pauses for a moment but nods.
Amaya's gonna go in into the grounds and look for someone who isn't busy instructing to talk to.
You are able. You run across then one of the a martial artist here at the temple, who kind of bows as you approach.
Amaya will return the bow. Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a particular school here. One that I believe my master came from. Um, are you familiar with the Kirin school?
The martial artist nods. I am familiar with the idea of it. I'm afraid not very good at it myself.
Hmm. Perhaps I could teach you some things then. But
My sensei, though, would be the one you'd want to ask.
are they here?
Yes, they are. He gestures to a room ahead where where when you peek around the corner you can see quite a sizable group of individuals being trained by a rather old looking human individual
Hmm.
who, well, you can just tell by just looking at him for a few moments that he is very skilled.
Amaya will go and sit on the sidelines and wait for an opportunity to speak to him, not wanting to interrupt the lesson.
Well, with some time, you will be able to you will be able to get you will be able to go speak with him if that's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Amaya will approach and bow her head.
Prospective
Greetings.
prospective student.
Um, no, I believe I am more of a student of one of the masters of your style.
Looks curiously. Well, welcome to my dojo.
Thank you, Sensei. And Amaya will. I do not remember his name, but Amaya is going to give him the name of her teacher, who taught her Kirin style.
Windblood, if I recall.
Yes.
It's been some time. It's good to see the style is alive outside of my fair walls.
Um, yes, I'm going to be staying here on the Isles for some time, and though I have not had contact with my sensei in some time, I was hoping to have an opportunity at some points whenever you are available for you to perhaps review my form.
Mm. He pauses for a moment, hesitant look on his face. Attempt me a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Your partner with you will give you a +2.
+2.
Yeah, from Fiona.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use my once per day roll twice and take the better, because with Fiona's help, it's still a grand total of +1.
Okay.
Solid 10. Ah, yeah.
Hmm.
Wait, why is that still saying -1 on it? That did not calculate correctly.
So that's a 12.
Yeah, that should be a 12.
I do not usually train mainlanders here at my temple.
I'm not asking for complete training, mostly just a review and telling me where I need to improve, Sensei.
Hmm. Well, I suppose I can at least do that much. And it'll be good to see how the style has changed.
Thank you. What day would you have me return for this?
I'll see you in the evening 2 nights from now.
Thank you. I will see you again then.
He bows to you.
I will bow back. Yeah, take Fiona's arm and just kind of walk out and thanking her for letting her
It's fine.
get on this.
Now, my turn. I'm taking you shopping.
Very well. Lead the way.
And she's going to drag you to some local clothiers.
I'm
she's
gonna
on
walk
holiday.
out. I'm gonna walk out in from one of these shops in a kimono, aren't I?
There is a possibility.
I mean, I was thinking of getting one for Kelvis.
Fiona wants more of the local garb. So she's going to drag you off to a local clothiers.
That's fine.